Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Factorio. So we are back, and today we are going to work on the planet a bit and work on some stuff that we should have probably done ages ago for space, but I wanted to get up in space. Last time was like the whole deer in the headlights, right? It was like, I don't know what's going on, and I kind of like froze a bit there. But I had fun, you know. I went ahead and we did some research. We got up there, so I enjoyed that. But you know, I obviously could have done a bit better. I did some basic research on a few of the things. So you know, I went through and did biochemical. I did the electromagnetic facility, genetics facility, and growth facility. More than likely, I won't be touching those quite yet. Anyways, oh yeah, we did the survivability, one of each of the rocket survivability as well. So just some basic stuff there that more for the future than anything. So we're gonna actually get this automated today. We're gonna actually work on getting this Vulcanite and creating the cubes out of it, because I haven't done that yet, and obviously that's going to be a pretty key component. I should clean this up. I went ahead and set my bots in here. I placed a bunch of these down and basically just told them to deconstruct this whole crap here. Let's clean this up here. Shift, right? There you go. Yeah, so I just wanted to clean this up so I have more work area. I also automated, finally, I started to automate my space belt production here. So I actually had locked this down so it wouldn't go in there at first. And then I put, I basically said, give me 4 stacks of each of those, and then a full steel chest of this. So that's working well now. Couldn't do production modules in here, but I went ahead and put speed modules and a speed beacon for all 3 of these. This is obviously not to any kind of proper scale or whatever. I just wanted a small setup because in the long run it trickles, right? It's going to just do its thing. I'm going to grab a bunch and it'll replenish itself on its own. The issue really is that's actually takes 10 seconds to craft. So, you know, well, 5.25 times speed on it. So it's a little faster than that. It's like, you know, a little couple seconds, I guess. But obviously it is a long recipe to make time-wise, and you only get one. So if you were to scale this, you definitely would need a bunch of these guys. But yeah, I just threw them there, which is fine. And I did this over here too. So I got repair kits here. I finally even got the electric poles here. So this is just a simple one. I could do the other electric poles. I just got the medium-sized ones in here. But obviously I could always just put a chest in here and just start grabbing these ones as well. So maybe I'll do that. You never know when you need those. So, and then apparently something's getting attacked over here. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I got robots here anyway, so the robots will come down in here and work it. There's 2 in there. How many is up here? 8 there. Okay, so we're good. So I have at all the outposts, I put the robot ports at. Basically, not all of them, but a lot of them. Outskirt ones anyways. And I gave them extra walls, extra turrets, and repair kits so they can go ahead and basically repair things when they need it. And I also made two new outposts, I think, last night. Yeah, I got this one, Copper 5, which I really should go and put a radar there later. And I got Iron 5 here, which was 12 million. It started at 12 million. This took a long time to clear. It was a pain in the butt. These had basically these guys very thick in this whole area, so it took a while to get rid of them, but they're gotten rid of now. I'm guessing this gets attacked from time to time, but I made this very thick walled-wise. Lots of turrets. I just didn't, you know, I just decided, I'm not going to take any chances here and mess around, so I just made sure it was nice and protected. Both this is Iron 1 and Copper 1 train. Both of those had finally expired, so I went ahead and took that train and put them there. So I don't have the whole wait at the stations anymore. Like wait, what did I have before? Actually, this one is, oh, that's Iron 2, sorry. It's like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. Where is my Iron 1? It's down here somewhere. Ah, here it is. So originally I had the train set like, okay, stay at the station and then go back and, you know, bring the items and then come back and forth kind of thing. But I decided against that because they would just run infinitely, right? Even when these are empty. So I just decided, okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and make it so that you know, they just sit there and they will wait and wait and wait, if not ever move, basically. Because at that point, they would just have one train load of materials left anyways, which really makes no difference. And the idea of trickling, even if your production goes slower, is not something I was looking into anyways, because I had decided the best way to do all this was basically just have more stations. So, like, basically basically we should have 4 active copper and 4 active iron at this point, and then eventually I'll have to fix those up. So you got 1.5 million copper in your copper 2 anyways, and my iron here has 1.7. So obviously we still have stuff. There's some in this copper. This is a little less, a lot here, a lot there. So like obviously we have lots of resources still for the future. We just got to make sure we keep an eye on them and create new outposts when we need to, but we should be fine now. So anyways, yeah, so I got this going here. I got miners built here. I also got... oh, I didn't finish this, I guess. I got the blue assembly machines here. I was going to work on the yellow ones, but I think at the time... Actually, no, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I didn't finish that, actually. I mean, that's a lot more complicated recipe, but that's not a hard recipe. We got electric engines nearby anyways, but I just never got around to it, so I will do that eventually. This was for the robot stuff when I was cleaning this up, so I could probably pick this up later. And can I actually fit that in my inventory? Yeah, I can. Let's just get rid of it now. So it's out of the way. Yeah, using robots and just mass, like, saying, okay, you guys go and clear this whole area makes your life a little easier. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to do some Vulcanite processing. It's going to be one of the main ingredients that we're going to need for our space production, or our rocket science pack. So basically you need empty barrels. Those are easy. Satellite telemetry, we already make those. Solid rocket fuel, we already make those. So satellite telemetry, by the way, is sending the rockets into space, the satellites, right? And then you got your solid rocket fuel, which we make, and we also make the liquid version. The Vulcanite block, of course, we don't make, and then the machine learning data we don't make, and then you're going to also need this chemical gel. So the chemical gel, the machine learning data has to be done in space, and this whole thing has to be assembled in space as well. The machine learning data, from my understanding, you need to do a few things, like the supercomputer, which then it uses this cool thermal fluid, which, yeah, that's a whole nother league. You know, that might take a couple episodes for me to figure that out or understand more about it. But the other thing we need to make is this rough data storage substrate. So we can make this on the planet. Basically, when you produce it, it's glass and iron plates. You get 1 rough data storage and 50% scrap. So you're going to have a bunch of scrap to deal with over time. And then what you do is basically you can either use this polished data substrate, or you can use this polished data. So, oh, they're both the same name, sorry. But you can either use a cosmic water or chemical gel. So the cosmic water is not too bad. Basically, you take 99 water and 1 lubricant, and you craft it for 1 second, you get 10 cosmic water. So that's not too bad, and that's in a decontamination facility. The decontamination facility, on the other hand, requires the Vulcanite block. Now, we have 100 of those or something up in space, maybe where there was more, but obviously we need a lot of them anyways in the future, so I thought we'd make that today anyways. So that's how that works. Now, when you make the, let's go back to that little item. So when you make the machine, is it the machine? No, it's before that, I guess, right? It's, oh yeah, these guys. So when you make this, you get the 1 polished storage substrate, which is great. Then you get 1 scrap. So you'll use the scrap to whatever, store it in space. And then you get a 5 times contaminated cosmic water. So it uses 5 cosmic water, but then you get 5 contaminated water. Well, you can take that contaminated water, especially since you're in space, right? So you take 100 of the contaminated cosmic water, and you get 99 cosmic water and 1 contaminated biosludge back, and then 1% scrap. So basically you lose, let's say, 1% of your water each time. Now, I think you can actually do more with that contaminated sludge scrap, but I think that's more for later. But you can actually see here, yeah, contaminated biosludge. So you can take 100 of those and turn them into 99 biosludge. And then I'm guessing biosludge itself is going to be for like biochemistry and stuff like that. I'm not going to deal with that, but you could see like you can actually create the biosludge through other methods as well. But it's a byproduct that people say you'll need later on, so you should hold on to that. And then the last thing you're going to need is the chemical gel, which requires 20 chemical gel, gives you 10 cosmic water, and 20 chemical gel is 10 cosmic water and 100 petroleum gas. And the petroleum gas obviously is going to be probably the hardest part of this. And that produces 20 chemical gel. Now, I don't know if there is any kind of byproduct back as well with the chemical gel. Let's look here. So you get a junk data card, and yeah, you do not get it back, but maybe the junk data card can actually be used for something. Data formatting. Oh, okay. But the recipe itself requires a chemical gel here, and it looks like you're not getting actual byproduct from that. So then at this point, chemical gel, you're losing that material. So basically, we're going to have to bring petroleum gas in a lot higher quantities up into space, unless there's a better way, obviously, to produce petroleum in space, which there might be, to be fair. Like there's bile sludge and methane. That probably is way too complicated, but there's all these other recipes that we might be able to work with, but one thing at a time anyways. So at least the cosmic water, I would say we have... basically, we have a really good one here. And this is another way to get water, actually. Ingredients, water, ice. So you can get this in space. I guess maybe on an asteroid field, whatever. But basically, one water ice. So you can say, like, one ore is considered 100 water. So it's a really nice, dense way of getting that later on. So... but anyways, let's work on the Vulcanite. Now that we have a plan or sort of an idea, let's work on the Vulcanite. So what we're going to do with Vulcanite today is we're going to turn it into a cube, a block. So this is Vulcanite. So you need wash Vulcanite. So this can be done in a regular assembler. Perfect. Okay. So what about the wash Vulcanite? So wash Vulcanite requires crushed Vulcanite and water. And it produces Vulcanite, 2 wash Vulcanite, 25% stone, and steam. What an annoying one. They like to do that, but we'll just probably just chew it up into the abyss. So there's the wash one, and that's done in a chemical plant or a decontamination facility. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a pretty big attack here. Let's see what this one's about. Oh yeah, they actually did some damage. Interesting, but there you go. The bots will come in here, fix the wall here. I don't like getting too much damage, but we're fine. I guess a recent base went there. But anyways, so, okay, so yeah, so you can do that either in a chemical plant or a decontamination facility. So I guess all this can be done through the regular stuff on the planet. So that makes life a little easier. Okay, so that's your crushed Vulcanite. And then I guess it's Vulcanite itself, right? So, oh no, sorry, that's wash. And then you get crushed Vulcanite, which then you need to put in the pulverizer. And then you get, yeah, regular, Vulcanite into the pulverizer. So it's actually very simple. It's actually not even hard at all. So I was actually thinking of grabbing it here. I should do both sides of the belt, but I guess it doesn't really matter right now. And I was just going to go for now and bring it over here. And I was just going to go 1, 2, 3 like that, and then we can go ahead and maybe just deal with it here. I don't have any of those belts. Okay, well, we'll just deal with it like this for now. Hopefully that'll be fine. This will turn up all the stuff now again. I should probably do something with the buffer too, and I probably will later on, but I just thought for now, screw it, So crushed Vulcanite, there you go. So that is as simple as that gets, really. Okay. And I guess we could just put you here, or it doesn't really matter. I can even put you here. I wish... it's like nothing's even, is it? Anyways, let's just put it here. And let's hook that up. Do we have anywhere to actually hook it up yet? No, not really. I guess you can do it that way. There you go. So there you go. So those guys are done. Perfect. And then you just spit this out. I don't know what kind of speed we might need here. I don't think you would really need any kind of speed on these. I'm assuming that these will be coming out here as... I don't think we need anything to really increase this, but we'll see. This thing is pretty fast, this machine, so... I would assume this would keep up and then some in the long run. So obviously this is all well buffered too, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, so you have now your crushed one. So this is when we're gonna wash it, right? So was that in the let's go back to our resources. So that was in the chemical plant. So somewhere in this chemical plant we have the recipe here. So there it is, crushed Vulcanite and that. Okay, that's pretty simple. So let's go ahead and work on that. So how do I want to do this? Do I want to do it on both sides or one side? Probably one side. I get lazy like that anyways, but it does make life a little easier from time to time. So we'll go ahead and I'll spread these out a bit. Now, actually, if you want to, you could speed this up and all this. Actually, it's not a bad idea, especially this stuff. Can I put modules in here like you guys? Oh. That is actually kind of important for this kind of recipe because of the already expensive cost. So that should actually speed them up pretty good. What's your speed without it? 0.4. Was it normally? Oh, so that's crafting speed too. Okay. And if you do that, crafting speed of 5. So obviously speed is not a big deal, but production lets us dupe it, right? So now we get what is it? A 32% basically production out of that. So that's actually pretty good. So I should probably consider you guys too then. I guess I could keep it on this side. So if you put these a little tighter together, then you can do this easier, right? I might do that then. Anyways, how fast or how slow do you take to wash anyways? Let's see what the number. 1 second. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. So 2 and total raw. Okay. So yeah, 2 in and 2 out, right? And then all the other crap. Okay. This is gonna suck only because of the other stuff though. Let's see how I can do this. So we can have your in here. I see what you want to do here. I don't know how you're going to do this. I was thinking putting water on this side, though I know I have no water over here at all. I'm going to have to fish water for quite a distance, but that's not a big deal. It's more like how I'm going to do the piping, how I'm going to do the, you know, because I want to keep this guy in here probably, but how do I do this without getting too much in the way? And especially with the piping, because, oh, and then you have the output of piping on that side too. Yeah, I forgot about that. So, let's just take you guys out. So there's 1, there's 2. Oh, actually, never mind. This is not going to be a problem. There you go. So there's your 3 water pipes. Okay, so that's not an issue. And then obviously you're going to grab the resources. So we can do that, that, and that. There you go. I might have to expand this, but that's a good setup. Actually, I might do 4 then, just because this actually does cover 4 anyway. So, actually, can it cover more than 4? No, just 4. Okay. It's gonna be always off a bit. Yeah, no even on that one. Okay, and then let's just put these guys in here. Perfect. And then these guys are gonna get all the production modules, obviously. Perfect. So now these will craft that. Well, that's nothing's powered yet, so that's why. Okay, there you go. So yeah, those will get power or produce at what's the crafting speed on you? 2. So double the speed, not too bad. Okay, and then yeah, we'll get you over here. Now we've decided to change you up. We'll hook you up over here. There you go. And then yeah, we'll get you over here. Put you 1 longer. Okay. And then I just have to feed the darn water here. Like I said, that's a little annoying, but I'll just feed it from over here, and then I'll just run a line here. So, oh, I must have hit N by accident. That's when I hit map. I mean to hit map, and that N key gets hit. Our famous new N key, being able to do all that. So I used to hit that all the time and get an error. Now I actually bring up that satellite mode. See, I could have been smart and changed the keys, but I'm not smart, so. And now I'm kind of used to where it is anyway, so. Even though I do it wrong most of the time. Okay, so we'll just do this, I guess, and then I need to obviously get a bunch of underground belts, so I'll go do that. So give me a minute, and oh, actually, we do have water that comes from this. Oddly enough, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Would it be enough? I really don't know if it would be enough, but it might be. There's a lot of water that actually came from this, right? So you could probably pump out the water here first and then send whatever over there, maybe. You can also do, like, the rules and all that crap, too, but, maybe that's not a bad idea. If you got free water just pumping out of here all the time. The only problem is, of course, you're going to have to clean the buffer somehow, too, right? So, let's see here. I'll try it for fun. It might not work. You know, I don't know what the right ratios are, all that crap, but might as well give it a try anyways and see how bad it goes. So, You don't have this hooked up? No, you don't. Okay. There you go. Hey, that'll move the line a bit, right? And then you're going to have to get rid of the steam. So the steam you can put into, say, a turbine or whatever. So it's actually not a bad idea throwing them in turbines. I mean, obviously, we don't need them, but it is a fun thing. So these consume at what rate? 30 a second? These consume at 500, but... Oh, no, that's the max temperature. So the temperature is a lot different. I don't know if you can still use the one and it, you know, does it better or not, or I don't know how that works, to be fair. Let's go get some gears over here. I'm actually interested in that now that we're talking about it. Gears aren't supposed to be in there, by the way. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get some more pipes. We're gonna probably need more pipes anyways. There's those pipes. Where the heck is our other pipes up here? Where we do them? Here they are. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually try that, because I think that would be kind of cool. So if we can spit out all our steam into this thing, and it just, you know, eats it away, boom, there you go. Your steam issues are resolved, obviously. Now, this won't run, though. Oh, this will only run when you have no accumulator, by the way. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So let's go. Actually, let's do it on this. Do it like something like that for now. Okay. So we'll have this going over here or something. Yeah, okay. That works. And then, so that we're going to do it the bottom ones, I think I've decided here. So if I do this right, sometimes it kind of, my mind tricks me. It's like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? I know, that's dumb. I wonder if this is actually more taxing to do it that way now. And then, there you go. We can just hook you up. So this will obviously run only when, yeah, that's the other problem, obviously. It'll only run when it needs it. So the day and night cycle. So what you could do, potentially, is buffer it. You probably don't even need that much, but enough to buffer this so when, you know, nighttime hits or whatever, basically it can go ahead and use that. So we'll try it. We'll see how it goes anyway. So let's go ahead and dump you guys now over here, and we'll see if we got something going here at all or something. Do you want to use both sides of the belt or don't you? Let's do both sides. Screw it. How are we doing it? I guess we're doing it in those ones. Yeah, and then we bring it down there. Okay. You know, always put the thing on the end, but I actually don't think you need to for these guys, to be honest. Okay, so I don't think we need any fancy inserters. I know I keep wasting some of them, but that's all right. Oh, yes, never mind. I forgot about this. So here's the problem with this setup now. You have this, but actually this is not a bad thing because we do have the fancy system here where now we can go ahead and turn this into stone, literally, by attaching it over here. So I can do a stone output, obviously. So output stone, and then we flip this around to the right, please. There you go. And then you can just go ahead and literally bum off this system here. There you go. And let's just make sure we hit F on that so that it doesn't go there anymore. And that should work. And then, yeah, we should be able to take this and do something with that. So it'll be intriguing to see if this actually, you know, works power-wise when the day and night stuff hits. We got so much power in our system, but it doesn't matter because night is night, right? So eventually that'll go down. The solar panels will droop, and they're already drooping now, right? So yeah, we should be getting into that soon. Okay, so yeah, that should work, actually. Okay, and then now what we're going to do is we were going to take it into the assembly machine, I think it was. So let's check that. It was just going to turn them into the Vulcanite blocks, right? So let's see what that looked like. Right here. We're just literally, yeah, that's it. Okay, so when... I probably don't need to do this. I don't know why I've just decided to do this when I haven't done it with anything else yet. I'm probably going to have to scale some of this anyways eventually, but this is what I'm doing, so... This is what I've decided. Okay. And then we go here and here. Now, this might be considered a upper product. No, it isn't. There you go. And how long do you normally take anyways? 1 second. Okay, so There we go. And then you can output those guys wherever. So if we need to speed this up, we can. I'm thinking let's try it out without speeding it up for now, and I might just scale it. Scaling is kind of actually where you're supposed to do. The whole overclocking and speeding things up, that's just, you know, if you want it denser and whatnot, sure, but that's not really always the way of doing things anyways, so not that there's any rights or wrongs. When I played Factorio, there was a lot of attitude stuff, especially because I was streaming a bit and whatnot, and there was a lot of attitude, like, this is how you have to do it. So when I say stuff like right and wrong, like, I know for a fact there's no right or wrong, but people on the other hand might say otherwise, right? So it was one of those annoying things. So there you go. So this obviously is, look how brutally slow it goes. So then you can go ahead and speed this up, right, with something like this. I'm low on inserters, by the way. But I think our water thing might work anyways. And then you can use a pump and all that trigger crap if you need to buffer the water. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but obviously that stuff does exist if you want to. I don't even think you do that. I would do a pump and do a tank and then have it go to that and suck as much possible into the tank. And the tank is the buffer itself, really. And then I think you'd be probably fine with that. But look at that. I think I might actually not have any blues left, but that's all right. Remember, we automated all that, so that's not a big deal. That's why we got you. Oh, by the way, you know how I've been my jetpack feels like it's been going slower, and I was like wondering, is it slower? Apparently it is. So the bigger the equipment grid is, so this is your equipment grid, the slower your jetpack becomes, apparently. So I'm not going crazy when I feel like it was going slower over time. Somebody actually asked on the Discord, and they literally said, oh yeah, that's because of that, basically. I was like, oh, thank you. Because I'm one of those people who are starting to go insane thinking, what's going on here? I don't know why I'm using these ones. I mean, they're slightly too expensive. Not really, but it's like this guy keeps up just fine, right? So anyways, boom, 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 boom. I might end up putting a beacon or whatever. I won't cover all of them, but we are probably wasting some of that. Okay, so we got that done, and then we're going to need some power as well in the area. You can just do something like this, I guess. Be silly. There you go. And then we'll have our outputs out here. Did I do these off by... Oh, I did them in the middle. Okay. Okay, and then you can do your production modules again. We got some more still. Okay. I just didn't want to make another trip, you know me. And there you go. So you have your Vulcanite blocks, which are going to be used. Like I said, they're going to be used in the crafting of those. They're going to be used in other ingredients as well. But they're one of those things that you probably more than likely would want to buffer them for the time being. So we said it was going to be used for a rocket science, obviously there. It's going to be used in other ingredients, but it's like, at this time, take it like our steel in a sense. Like, obviously, actually, I would say less than steel. But obviously, you do use them in some recipes, but it's not like one of those things yet, at least I see, that I'm going to go ahead and need to like, oh crap, you know, I need to go ahead and have a main line of this going, and oh, we actually have enough for a warehouse. We need like a massive new line going and all that crap. I think we could get away without doing that, at least from what I can tell. But that's fine. More buffering. I like buffering to a degree. I probably overdo it though sometimes, so. Actually, 2 of those are probably beyond overkill, to be fair. We'll see. We'll let it run. Now, this whole system is probably a little on the oomph side. So, I'm guessing you ran. I guess we could check the power and see if you ran. I'm assuming it did run. Oh, yeah, it ran. So, that's it. So, you just need one of these guys. You might need a buffer like this, obviously, but we'll have to see in the long run. It might not even be enough. Well, 25K. I'm going to snip one and see. So you guys are keeping up. So literally, well, I mean, this guy's might be buffering a bit more, but yeah, I would say definitely this setup is where it's stalling us right now. So you could go ahead and add some beacons here. The beacons on these sides are pretty good because look at that. You can get quite a bit out of that anyway, so that's cool. And really, besides, you know, this design is a bit wasteful, you know, beacon-wise, you know, module-wise, you could probably fit them more tighter and all that. It's still an okay setup, I say. That might not keep up anymore either. I might just go ahead and put another one of these guys in, and there you go. Doesn't hurt having multiple of these running. There you go. It's all gonna back up anyways, right? So. And that was for that group. And I guess we designed this without even realizing, but we can go ahead now and put the same over here. Yeah, that was totally accident. I didn't actually plan it for that, but hey, it works that way. There you go. And now this is your bottleneck. But as long as there's no bottleneck here, I really don't care. Like, I'm hoping that once this clears out, these will clear out, and then this whole thing will run. That's kind of my goal there, is just basically clear that bottleneck if possible. But it doesn't, like, you know, in the long run, it won't really matter too much, because the whole thing will bottleneck anyways, right? So. Cool. And don't forget, I could do something like this over, you know, and burn this or whatever, but I like this idea, so I want to do the whole water thing. And it looks like the water thing works out really well here, actually, so. It definitely keeping these pretty full, which I'm actually kind of surprised by that, but I'm not actually even sure why it's doing such a damn good job there. That's because that water is... Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm tapping into a different water source. What water source is this even coming from? Where? Okay, so I'm actually tapping into the water we're getting rid of. But where the hell does this water come from? That's for these guys. Great. Is this magical water? What the frick? Oh my goodness. There's a water well pump still here. I didn't even realize there's one here. This is like 1,000,000 years old. Wow, it does 12. Let's never remove that one accidentally, but there you go. That is the only reason this is still working. Oh, okay, so that's what happened there. Whatever. Obviously, the other idea of actually, you know, siphoning it off of there and stuff, that probably could work as well, but this works. There you go. Our Vulcanite is now fully kept up now, so we don't have to worry about that. So there you go. We are now, you know, obviously, you know, crushing it, pulverizing it, and, you know, washing it, and then we're, producing them into the blocks, and we have everything there. And it's also a fuel, so... Vulcanite itself can be used for fuel. It also has other recipes from it too, I remember. So you can use it in other things as well. Vulcanite blocks, so ingredients, products, made in, no, where is, I guess the material, Vulcanite you click on then? Vulcanite block, ingredients in, okay, so there's a stone brick. These are some sort of weird duping ones, I don't care about that. I thought there was other things that you can do. Oh, here we go. I scrolled down. Sorry. Yes, that's right. You can use it to make rocket fuel. So if you have too much of this, you can actually start using this to make rocket fuel itself, which is actually not a stupid idea. Fill up the chest, have it go into a rocket, you know, start making a rocket fuel right away. It's also used to make this ion exchange beads, whatever that's later on. You can put it... it's used for the decontamination facility, which you're going to want for space anyways, so that'll be great. Okay. After this all caught up. In the end, this caught up, and this doesn't even move, basically, anywhere. Just these two. Oh my goodness, that's so sad. That is so funny. And here I thought I needed all this. I might as well just take these out, reduce the power usage. That's awesome. That's just beautiful. I love that. Okay. I don't even think you need this, to be honest, because this already moves pretty fast, so we'll see here for a second here. It looks like it might be just keeping up. It's hard to say, to be honest. I think it might be slightly stalling. It's pretty damn close, to be fair. I mean, you can still put the beacon there, but remember, it wastes power, so you could always go like that and put a single beacon in there and be like, okay, now that's more than enough to keep it up, you know what I mean? So you don't really need to go overboard if you don't want to. No, is it the output, or no? You're just waiting too, huh? Interesting to see how this keeps up. Now, keep in mind they buffer them, right? So they'll slowly work their way down, buffering them if they can't keep up. So that's more the interesting thing. I like the effect they have, that little green whatever. Though I wonder if it's supposed to be green like that, or they just happen to be that way. They just use one of the other graphics. Yeah, I think it might be keeping up, so I'll play around with that, obviously. But yeah, that works anyways out really well. So there we go. So Vulcanite, we're making the blocks now with it. Awesome. And this is already building up. Perfect. And then these guys run, obviously. So I don't know if you got to see it, this up and running and not stacked up or clogged up, but this is what it looks like anyway. So, and then once again, we're just taking the stone, turning it into landfill, taking the copper, landfill, iron, landfill, uranium. Well, I want to keep that eventually. Obviously, this is not, you know, ideal in a, you know, like getting rid of it like this, burning the coal, things like this. I should bring it into my main line, but at times this thing stalls completely out. I don't do anything with it. And so it could be really annoying to deal with, so I just thought, screw it. But for now, this is what we have. And keep in mind, this will increase your pollution quite a bit. So with this running, overall the pollution will go up more again. So cool. Okay, so that's done. I guess the next thing we got to look into is barreling things up. So we're going to bring stuff into space, obviously. So you got lubricant, and you also have your, I guess lubricant's the big one in water, right? So water is obviously an infinite resource, and lubricant is, well, not infinite, but we get tons of it anyways. So I don't actually know how that's done. Is that like done maybe in one of these? I don't actually know where you barrel things up. Maybe it's just done in... actually, I guess it would just be assembly machine, really. So, where are you? There. Oh, here we go. Look at all these icons you got to hover over. It's like all these fluids. Okay, so water itself. Empty water barrel. Okay. Fill a water barrel. Oh, okay, there you go. So you put 50 water in it, and okay, so let's just do that. Okay, and well, this is going to be for that right now, but where's the lubricant one then? Fill lubricant. Okay, there you go. So that fills it with a lubricant, and then you're going to need the barrels. I think that was just pure steel, but I don't remember. Yeah, it was just steel. One steel plate per barrel, which is actually pretty good. Okay, so... let's get our steel over here. I guess we can just take you over here. We already have steel here, so might as well reuse, reduce. There we go. And I might even just move you down here. Why not? And there you go. Now, can I put... well, we'll see here in a second. Can I put... see, I should be smart and start using production modules, obviously, in everything, because you're reducing, you know, your waste for everything in life. No, you can't. But these ones don't really matter, because you reuse the barrels anyway, so it ain't like you're going to melt down your barrels, right? More likely you reuse them. Actually, you might be able to recycle them, and then turn them into something in space if you don't want to send them back down. But usually you don't have anything to bring back down anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I mean, obviously you want to get one piece of free steel from each one. Sure, I guess. If there is a recipe for it, obviously, that's not a bad idea. What's your speed on here? Oh, crafting time 1. So you guys are going to craft these pretty fast anyways. Let's just do that. Screw it. Okay, so you got those guys. Okay, and there you have it. And then we'll output you guys here. We'll just get rid of you for a second. So we'll output you, you, and you. And then basically we'll meet up over here on our little date. There you go. There you go. And then we'll do something with the lubricant stuff here now. So, I don't think I need to go too crazy on this, but let's see here. So lubricant, so we're going to fill this up. It takes, oh, look at the speed of this. These are meant to be just one-off, I guess. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's kind of on insane side of speed-wise. And you're going to have to make a system later on, more likely. So you do want to keep this clean, because you're going to probably want to make a system later on that actually lets you kind of cycle through these really fast. At this speed, it's just like, you know, you fill it with your tons of your empty barrels and you kind of go to town, right? So I don't know if I'm going to even bother stacking the barrels right now. Probably not. Yeah, I probably won't. And then we'll do, you know, whatever. We'll bring these over here. And then what I'll do is have another system, like a priority thing, like we do with our nuclear. So I'll have like our reused ones come back through, and they'll have priority on the belt kind of thing. And then I'll use it, and these will only make them if they need them, right? Anyway, so let's get our lubricant over here. I don't know why I don't call it lubricant, but I guess you go based on whatever. Oh yeah, that takes a bunch of steel too, doesn't it? Okay, so boom, and then you over here. And then you here. There you go. And then let's go get some power over here too somewhere. There you go. Oh, that might work for some people, but then you have to actually hook it up to a power thing. There you go. There you go. So we got our barrels, obviously. And like I said, those will be really quick. The lubricant, on the other hand, this is... your lubricant might actually have some issues trying to fill up over time, but we'll figure that out. And then you're going to want to fill these up. Now, I wouldn't go... Actually... You know what? I would go warehouse style. Honestly, I would go warehouse. I would have a whole blast of these sent to space. I was going to say I wouldn't, but you know what? I would, actually. I really would. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some more... we just need some more steel, really. There you go. And then we'll get another one of you guys made. Maybe 2 made for each of them. Okay, so I would actually go warehouse size on this. Just screw it, you know? There you go. And then, yeah, so you can go over here. You can even go here. You can go here. And there you go. So they only stack in 10. That's why I just thought, maybe you want a warehouse size. So let's do the math on this. These are 50 each, right? So 512 times 10 times 50. So you can hold 256,000 of a liquid in there. So that'll be a lot of lubricant over time. My lubricant's going to drain like hell, obviously. This is probably a bad idea because... well, I'm going to have no lubricant left for anything else, but that's fine. We'll, I can always fix that and change that later on, but those are production modules. No speed modules down there right now, but yeah, you can see the tanks are just draining their way out of that. But those hold 25k each, right? So that's actually 100k there. And like I said, that's 256k it's going to store, so that's fine. You don't actually even need this much lubricant, so you only needed like... Wasn't it like one single lubricant? But I'm just thinking, you know, for space, maybe I'll just, you know, fill it all up and then deal with whatever later. Okay, let's do the same thing now with water here. Now, water, on the other hand, let's just go crazy. That doesn't matter, really. So, so fill a water barrel. There you go. And obviously, we're going to have to get some water here. So, where is the closest water? Do we have any water just around here that I can find? I don't think so. So, I'm going to have to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just make these all into that. I'll run out of... Oh, actually, I didn't think I'd run out of those. I was going to say, I thought I was going to run out of iron plates for those. This was a little more surprising. Okay. Let's go get more of those then up here. And don't forget, I also did the things here. So if we go down here, We have these, so I'll load those up and send them into space too. And tanks do work in space, by the way, so that's everyone told me that works. Yay, those are nice and full now. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get our water. I was gonna say lubricant. Doesn't it feel good when it just works all the way there? Except this part where we're about to... Okay. And then we need our little offshore pump, wherever that is. We always stirp up on this, but let's see if I'm a little smarter. It's under this, right? There it is. I always derp up on that. That's just me. There you go. And then obviously we want to go ahead and power this. I was going to say, where do we have to go to get this powered? There you go. Okay, so there is our water. Good. I don't think we'll need more throughput than this. Hello, lubricant. Okay, and oh yeah, we gotta just finish hooking this up. And then same thing here, you know, we'll just do this here. We'll have you over here. And then, yeah, same idea. Like I said, this is gonna be way too much lubricant, honestly. I might just even stack it. Oops. Let's actually maybe cap this, actually. It is going to be really too many, to be fair. From what I've seen, from what I'm seeing from the other one of the ingredients anyways, it definitely is going to be too much, right? So maybe I'll save it for these guys for now, just for a bit. And then, yeah, I'll send those to space. So literally, like, I'll, you know, load this up in my inventory. You know, I'll go to space, send it to space. Actually, we can even do that now. I won't go to space now with it, but I'll load it up with the rocket. So there you go. Now that thing is going to make more lubricant. Okay, whatever. I guess that's going to be our buffer for now. I guess eventually I'll just shut off that machine somewhere and do something about that. But there you go. Oh, no, wrong one. Bigger looking one. There you go. There you go. So we got those to go up. Now, I think you will lose some of those containers and things like that, so keep that in mind. Yeah, the water will be the most important, so I'll run through that water like crazy. I'll shut this down, too. We're we too high or too low now? Oh, crap. I think we're too low. Yeah. There you go. So we're going to just shut this whole thing down completely. We'll just go like this. There you go. Yeah, because I don't want to send all that. And then, yeah, it'll be the water. So I'll load that up, and I'll literally send, like, just all that in one big go up there. And then, oh, and then Vulcanite, too. So I'll probably mix it, because I'll need a lot of that Vulcanite, too. But we're not done yet, though. Obviously, we have more work to do. But this is obviously a good start. There is one building I wanted to make, actually. I guess we can do that now. The Decontamination facility. You're going to need these. And, wow, they actually have a lot of power usage out of that. I did not expect that. So let's actually work on that now. Let's go grab the components. We'll do it together. So let's grab some electric engines. Let's do low-density structure. We'll grab in a second. You're going to need some of these fancy pipes. Yeah, even buffer plastic, as you see. Well, I throw plastic in here usually to make it. So grabbing the plastic here and then just dropping it in here. So far, this is just hand done. One day I'll automate it, but I've been on more of the lazy level anyway, so. Anyways, we got that. The chemical plant. Oh, yeah, we have our inventory over here that we left. Yeah, these will blink because there's no... It's like, yeah, you don't have your logistics thing connected right now. It's like, yeah, I kind of know that. Okay, decontamination. Where are you? Decontamination. So low-density structures and the Vulcanite. Now, can I do actually Vulcanite my inventory? I didn't know that was craftable. Oh, because we have washed. Oh, I see. I should have thrown that in the system here. Okay, we're going too far. Low-density structure. Oh, yeah, that's on this thing here. There you go. I even sent a bunch of that to space too, so I'll show you what we have up there in a minute. And then that should make us... Are we still missing something? Oh, interesting. Oh, this recipe can't be crafted by hand. Oh, and it has to be done in a space assembly machine. Oh, wow. Talk about being a little tricky. Well, you can use the heat shield. I think... Oh, cannot be placed on land. Oh, okay. You know what? Well, that's for when we go to space then, basically. I didn't realize that part couldn't be done here, so that is for the future, not today. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, let me give you a quick look up in space here anyways. So view surface. So I got to get a meteor defense set up too, so I guess I should do that. Because as you can see here, yeah, stupid meteor. So I got the solar panels here. I got quite a bit of this. I'll show you here in a minute, but basically it's working. I cleaned it up a bit just to make it a little bit more organized, obviously. So off camera, I'll probably expand this quite a bit when I launch those resources up there. Yeah, basically, yeah, this is turning into to be a little base itself. I might go and upgrade the suit a bit too to get a little extra life support put in it, so that way it lasts longer and I don't have to worry about it as much. I still have to say remembering to put the damn canisters in there is kind of annoying. I'd almost wish. Actually, I don't think it does. Let me look because I've seen it happen in some of them. Is there anything else to show here? I don't think so. Not really. Just have this out there. Yeah. Let me show you something then here. It might not exist in this one. I'm guessing it doesn't, but if it did, oh my goodness, that'd be cool. Some things have inventory. So if you right click this, no, there's no inventory. Yeah, I've seen some stuff have like an actual inventory to it. So you right click this and it's like, oh, there's an inventory into that. And I was thinking, oh, maybe possibly you can use that to add the life support directly into there, but it doesn't do that, so that's all right. It was just a random idea, but yeah, I'll probably add more life support to it just because, you know, we're up there. I might even sneak in my little sprinting thing there, one or two of those in there, see if I can get them in there with the power, and yeah, either way, something for me to do between now and the next episode. And the scrap, yes, or not the scrap, the foundation, whatever the hell you want to call it. I wanted to show you that. I have tons of it already, and more coming in. Here you go. So this is running nonstop with the speed. I'm just doing one, but basically this is how fast it crafts nonstop at this point. And look at all that. So I'm going to be definitely sending that into space, and I'll have a bunch of that placed down, so we'll have a nice work area to start with. And then, yeah, we don't have to worry too much, obviously, at that point, so... but I think that is it for this episode. Hopefully that was pretty productive at least. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.